Feels different, eh?
Yeah, a little, right?
A little different. I don't know why.
I woke up today and I was like, I knew it was gonna be a good day. Like I'm feeling good for this recording, but I don't know why it felt different today.
Got like a little feeling in my stomach. You know? It's like first day of school vibes. You know?
Right?
We've been away from a while. I haven't seen you in like 4 days, bro. That's a long time.
Yeah, I know. Except for yesterday when we saw each other.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
It doesn't. It was just like just like kind of.
It was a high bye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
An hour and a half long high bye.
Yeah, it was good though. I was just in Boston with my sister for her birthday. Went and saw Noelle Miller do some comedy. It was dope. Good show. Highlight of the trip though, I went to Cheers.
Oh, I know Cheers.
There's an actual bar, so we went there, had some drinks just to do it. Because dude, we grew up on sitcoms. Like we lived at our grandparents' house
80s,
after
90s
school.
sitcoms specifically too. Like you guys were.
I think that's why I'm so out of touch with everyone. Where everyone's like talking about like the internet era,
Yeah.
like Vine or like reality TV shows, Jersey Shore, all that kind of stuff. Like I just would go to my grandparents' house, and my no was like, no, we're watching Seinfeld, Third Rock from the Sun, Cheers, and MASH.
It's
and
probably
the news.
it's
That's
probably
it.
why your
and
back.
Serie A soccer.
It's probably why your back hurts so much now. You know what I mean? It just aged you already. It's why your eyes are shit. You eat dinner at 4 p.m. every day.
Why you look like that today?
I think the back situation is to get checked out real quick. So we'll get that sorted out. That's a whole other thing I don't want to talk about. It's too personal.
I forgot about my back hurting.
But yeah, no, it was cool. So we went to the bar because we got to go to Cheers, and there was limited seating at the bar. There's only one stool left. So we're like, all right, cool. So I told my sister, like, you sit there. I'll just stand beside you, I guess, and then we'll just drink.
Classic.
And then there's 4 people to the right of us,
Mm-hmm.
just super loud, having a good time. And then they're all in their 40s. And then one person, the closest person to us was this woman. And she turns to my sister and she's like, how are y'all doing? And I was like, fuck yes. Like, here we go. This is going to be a sick conversation. And then she starts talking to my sister. And I just want to preface this with saying, like, dude, Southerners always have a hard exterior when you first encounter them.
Mm-hmm.
But like it started off with like her and then her husband, and her husband was just chiming in, giving like one word like answers and like little head nods and stuff like that, like super like hard shelled. You got to get to know the guy.
Right.
By the end of the night, me and this guy exchanged numbers. He's showing me his Freemason card. We're getting to know each other. Like we're slamming brews and stuff.
That's
we got to know each other. So it was like a full circle moment. But like it was crazy. Like we just started drinking with these people from Louisiana, and it was just, I can't even describe.
Nice.
Like
Second favorite Southern state.
But yeah, we exchanged numbers, and he said next time, because I told him I want to go to Mardi Gras. So he's like, when you come to Louisiana, you can come crash my camper, and then I'll cook you up some crawfish the right way. He's like, don't go to those fucking restaurants, man. It's not the same. You gotta eat. I got the good shit. So I was like, all right, man, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Go fishing myself, man.
So I think we should do a trip to Louisiana to like cover Mardi Gras and then crash in this guy's camper. But anyways, it was crazy because like I just was so interested in like everything this guy had to say about anything, like politics.
Yes.
Just the world.
On the edge
social
of your
media.
seat, I imagine, man.
Like
This-
social media is like, that's why the that's why the states are
some
going to shit right
hair-raising
now.
takes, I can imagine.
Dude, it was,
what I
but you
mean?
know what the thing is like, dude, I love Southerners because they're just fun to talk to.
Yeah.
And you like hear their perspective on things, and it sounds really rough out of the gate. But once you get to know them and like where they actually come from, it's like, okay, like I get it. And you're coming from a good place. It's just coming out real rough right now.
I know, man. I love it's like they're always like so unapologetically themselves, right? Like I used to game at night with just like, and like I'd always get like paired with like random like dudes from like Nashville or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I was playing one night, this guy was like, fucking Lil Baby sucks, and like just going off, and like it makes it seem like he just hates all, but he's just from Nashville. You know what I mean? The country music fucking capital,
Oh, I
right?
asked him, I was like, what kind of music do you like? He's like, oh, I like everything, man. And I was like, no, but like what kind of music? He's like, dude, like everything. And I was like, give me some examples. He's like Kid Rock.
NBA young boy.
he just kept saying like country and like old like 80s rock, and I was like, okay, so not everything.
Everything in your world, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's other types of music.
But he was telling me he saw a Kid Rock concert, and it was like the most electric experience ever. I was
I
like,
bet
that
you it
sounds
would
amazing.
be, dude. I bet you
But,
it would be.
But like, dude, I'm just curious, right? Like we have like that journalism background, right?
Right.
So I just want to get to know like where they're coming from. So I poked the bear a bit. I was like, yo, like,
You gotta
I asked them like politics questions, and like without even bringing it up, I waited till they brought it up, and then I was like, "Yeah, we're from Canada." And he's like, "Oh, you guys got like what? Like, well, who's your president?" And I was like, "It's a prime minister." I was like, "His name's Trudeau." And like, "Oh yeah, I heard a lot about Trudeau. Like, I mean, you guys know about us though." And I was like, "Oh yeah, we do. Everyone knows about you guys."
You're quite loud.
And he's like, "Yeah, y'all know that election was stolen though, right?" And I was just like, and then me and my sister look at each other, and we're just like, "Yeah, no, dude, like that is bullshit." Like, and then I was like, "What?
Highway robbery."
And I was like, "What do you?" And I was like, "Who do you like? Do you like DeSantis or Trump better?" And they're like, "It's like DeSantis. There's a snake in the grass, but I mean Trump. He's got to pull his socks up. Stop acting so childish." And then he started going off about
Southerners love that saying. Snake in the grass. Man.
And then I was like, and then he started talking about Biden and like roasting Biden. And I was like, "So do you like him better than Obama?" And then he's just like, "You know, I liked Obama at the start." And I was like, "Okay, what happened?" And then he's like, "Well, he just separated people. Like he made everything too like black and white. It wasn't the same." He's like, "Dude, like Louisiana was doing great." He's like, "In the 90s there was no racism in Louisiana." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
He's white. This guy's white, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like, "I have a ton of black
pinch
friends,
of salt
like
there.
all that kind of shit." He's like, "We all got together." Like he's like, "Before the 90s, you like walking down the street, it was awkward. Like you could feel the tension." He's like, "90s, it wasn't like that." And then Katrina hit, and then he said the city really came together.
Lil Wayne started popping,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Drew Brees came into the city.
Yeah.
Like, New Orleans was on the up and up.
And then he said,
Anthony Davis was there.
"Oh, they don't give a fuck about basketball.
No way.
They love football." And I was like, "What about the basketball team?" He's like, What are they called? The Birds or something?" I was like, "The Pelicans." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
That's sick.
They just care about football."
Why
But,
would you name a basketball team after a bird that catch fish in its mouth?
dude, you ever seen a pelican in action?
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
Unreal. Majestical bird. It's honestly insane to watch them eat. But
They fill their face up so big. We'll throw in a
their
picture of a
throats,
pelican.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, they can just haul shit in their mouth, bro. Like it's insane.
Can you imagine? You just swell this puppy up here, carry your laptop in it. Just grab my wallet, dude.
Show him with that mouth.
Yeah,
dude,
no
bro.
worries, sweetie. I got that.
But I was like, "So what happened?" And then he's like, "Because Obama came in, he's like, he said he liked him at the start, and then he divided the country, he said. And then he's like, and then Trump came in and tried to do the right thing." And then I was like, "Okay." And then I was just like, I see. That's what I mean. It's like, it's coming out wrong, what you're saying. I see what you mean, though. Like, I see you do want shit to be, like, good with everyone. But I don't think you understand. Because then I was like, yo, like, because he's like, because now everyone just wants to keep talking about shit and bringing it up. Like, we went through that shit, my generation. And your generation, he's like, I don't want to, like, be like that you people guy, but your fucking generation.
But you fucking
He's like,
people.
don't take offense to this. He's like, your generation ruins it because you guys want to keep bringing all this shit up that we went through and it's over with now. Let's just live. And I was like, I get that. However, we should learn from. We can't just forget about all this shit and all that kind of stuff. And it was interesting because we actually had like a good dialogue, and I was like, man, people write these guys off way too quickly. And then towards the other night, he was like, you guys got Freemasons in Canada? No, he didn't even say. He said y'all got Masons in Canada. And I was like, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of tradesmen up there. We got people.
Yeah, who
people
do you
working on
think
stuff.
fixes all the stone shit?
Yeah,
bro?
I literally said you. I was like, I don't know. My buddy John's out east. Like, he's probably got some Masons out there. I can imagine. And then he's like, and then he starts talking. And then I'm like, oh, you're talking about like Freemasons, like cult, like fraternity type shit.
Yeah, secret society.
And then it's funny because he's talking about like Freemasons are like all about diversity.
Yeah.
But like diversity in the sense how like this is a diverse podcast. Like you're from Middleton, Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
We're just different
Geographically
shades.
diverse.
We're different shades of white.
Yeah.
That's what he like diversity and all
we
that
had all
shit.
kinds of different like folks in there. We got Irish people, Italians, British people, no
women though.
couple Germans, yeah.
But like he started talking about it, and then he showed me his card, and I was like, "Can I take a picture of it?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." So I'll throw it up here. I'll blur his shit out. I told him I'm in media, so I'm assuming it's okay. But it's like a whole. He started talking about this whole secret society. And he's like, "Dude, we do things that nobody even knows about, and you're like, we're better in this world, like day by day, and like just doing shit like that. Like something will happen, heroic act will happen. No one knows who did it. I know." I know. And I'm just like trying to get him to like spill the beans a bit. And he's like, nah, man, like I can't just, he gave me like a couple movies. He's like, watch the movie. And I was like, well, how could they make a movie about it if you can't like talk about it? He's like, watch the movie. Watch the movie. And then
you ever seen the Da Vinci Code? Watch that.
But
dude, that's so
it was interesting. I kind of want to join it just to like learn from it and know what they're doing. But I feel like once you join it, then I'm fucked.
It can't hurt. Yeah. And you just go missing.
I just want to know like what's going on.
I'm in like Indiana one day. I'm like, that looks like Racco. I'm like, no, I'm Gary. I'm Gary from Indiana. This is where I'm born and raised.
But yeah, we exchanged numbers. George, shout out George.
Go and shoot his gun in the parking lot after the bar closed.
Straight up, like, dude. Like,
that's awesome.
I want to go to Louisiana and do that shit in his camper. And
lights come on at Cheers. Like, you ever shot a 357 Magnum?
It was just funny because the start of the night he was super like closed off, like he was just like not willing to talk to us, and then by the end of the night he's letting me take a picture of his Freemason card and like we're exchanging numbers and shit.
So funny. That's so funny.
But yeah, it was a good trip, man. I need a fucking haircut though. I have all these pictures me and my sister took down there. I look fucked right now. I look like dude, I look like not even an accountant. I look like an accountant's friend right now. Like your buddy who's an accountant tells you to go to the bar, like, yo, let's meet up at the bar, and you show up and your buddy's there and his friend is there. I'm the friend. I'm that guy. That's what I look like.
You look like the default, like when you start a My Career on a sports game, the default character that you start choosing different settings for, but with glasses on,
right?
And the game's a golf game.
Yeah, like when you first make your Bitmoji on Snapchat, like this is the default hairstyle. I look like I have Lego hair just plopped onto my head right now. That's what I look like. It's just not a good look.
I remember we'd always be like, yo, in university, be like, yo, I saw a Racco doppelganger. You'd be like, black hair with glasses, probably.
Yeah, you guys always just say I have a doppelganger, and it would either just be like women with short hair and glasses. We're super nerdy guys that have comb overs and glasses. That's it. I take my glasses off. All those doppelgangers are gone.
9 times out of 10, the Racco doppelganger was in accounting school.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Man or woman, same haircut, same glasses. Female engineering students and like accounting students.
I was an arts kid, so I got mixed up with a lot of them.
Yeah,
I would get into the same boat and just get. I think accounting is the best one though. I think I don't even know if I'm worthy of accounting though. Like, I think I'm just an accountant's friend. Just works in the office. No one really knows what I do, but my dad's the boss. Not even my uncle's the boss. Gave me a job, but yeah, Coleman, pass me that hat. I'm self-conscious now. But yeah. Ready to get going? You want to talk about this?
I don't, man. It's a touchy subject, honestly. Owen, Mike, if you're out there, please, we need more.
Yeah, this episode's fueled by Red Bull, I guess. The tank's empty though.
Yeah,
we need to get fueled up. This fridge is drier than the Sahara right now.
Yeah.
But we just love drinking it, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I think we drink it quicker than they can fill up our supply. That's how good this shit is.
It's facts, bro.
I have one request though, guys. One request. Don't be so stingy on the flavors, all right?
Yeah.
I want similar ratios, okay? I don't want one watermelon Red Bull for every 10 OG Red Bulls, right? Like I want it to be a little more evened out.
This guy's demands.
I want like one flavored Red. Look how quickly we're drinking it, dude.
It's true.
You hooked us onto this. You got us in this mess. You got us on this gateway of a drug that is Red Bull. You're our responsibility now.
Honestly, what you should do for us is like get us like one of those water cooler bottles, and then we can just use it as a dispenser at the water cooler. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so gross.
That would be gross, man. How flat that Red Bull would be by the end.
Yeah.
Dude.
I feel like we got hooked on Red Bull, and then all the flavors are like, you know, like when you're on meth, and it's like, yo, you got that blue meth? Or you got that yellow shit?
Why don't you just go with weed? Like, weed makes more sense.
Because
I guess it does
because
the
this shit's
opposite
crack,
thing.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this shit's intense.
Just that
A
Colombian,
ringing endorsement of Red Bull, by the way.
yeah, dude, it's like Coke. Like, so that
Fuck you
Colombian
up.
Bam Bam. Like, no, it's that Russian white baby. Like,
They have white Red Bull. It's coconut flavored. Don't give us that shit. But yeah, I don't want that.
I hate coconut. All right, should we get into this though?
I love coconuts though. I hate coconut flavored stuff. Like actual coconut water, really good. But anything coconut flavored, it just feels fake. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not the real deal. Right? Yeah, you know what I mean? So
If you're out there listening though, like, and you're making s'mores at some time, throw a bounty bar on there. Pretty unreal. Pretty unreal. I
dude,
will
if
say
you
that.
buy bounty bars, you should be put on FBI watch lists everywhere.
Yeah, right next to the terrorists and the pedos.
Yeah.
The guys who buy bounty bars.
Oh, pedos aren't buying bounty bars. They know that shit won't work. They get another shit, bro. That's how you know what a good candy bar is. Just look at the transaction history of any of. Okay, that's it. Look at John's transaction history.
Fuck you!
You'll get a good idea.
Fuck you!
No, I'm kidding. You can't be a pedo. You buy bounty bars. You're good, man. Let's get it. Before we get in back page news, all the weird shit that's going on in the world, you know, all these odd offbeat headlines we cover. We got front page news. We're gonna kick it off with some Ottawa stuff that is also global. Yes, thanks, Coleman. Like, follow, subscribe. I almost forgot. I did forget actually, and then I got reminded.
If you're listening,
Like, follow, subscribe. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of our new listeners. The crew went out to Montreal. We sponsored the Montreal Kickback comedy show. We got a bunch of new subs from that.
Yeah.
You guys are listening. Hope you're enjoying so far.
yeah.
If not, just stick it out.
Sorry.
Just try.
We're switching gears here
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So there's
this-
something new coming.
Yeah.
Just try this part out. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
The show isn't all about talking about,
You know,
what did we just talk about?
exactly. The podcast about this fucking Seinfeld ass episode right now, man. This is a Seinfeld ass episode. Your time in Boston? Like, who cares, man?
You don't know me.
Who cares,
You don't
dude?
know me.
I don't care about this southerner from.
Shout out Noel Miller, though. It was a great show. This is some merch from his show. It's good shit. It was good. Good merch.
Groovy.
Good merch. I don't know. Just shout out.
Again, man, they don't care.
Like, follow, subscribe. Hit that noti bell. Oh, if you're on Spotify, like, leave 5 stars. I realize that's actually a big thing we should start telling people to do.
Oh,
That's a very important. Leave 5 stars. Even if it's not 5 stars worthy so far for you, 5 stars.
comment and tell us your favorite part as well.
Yeah, we got Q&As up now on Spotify. You can comment stuff. You can vote on our polls. Vote on that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Don't leave us bad comments. Don't want them. Good stuff only.
Or
Please.
do. I mean, I'm down to learn, you know.
Yeah, but don't be mean. Just be nice.
Be critical.
Yeah, there it is.
Be critical. Don't be rude.
All right, let's get this.
Yeah, okay.
frickin'
Front page
party
news. Before we get into
started,
back
man.
page news, we have a front page news headline. Pornhub owner MindGeek sold to Ottawa private equity firm.
Mm-hmm.
So Pornhub is now Ottawa owned. It's locally sourced. Support local, guys. Check it out. This is big news.
Phelan's behind the camera, raising the roof on local businesses here.
Why's the camera shaky, Phelan? What's going on back there? What's going
Your
on?
hand out of your fucking pocket, man. What the hell's going on back there?
Yeah, so MindGeek, it was actually Montreal owned. Coleman, can you scroll down a little bit? Yeah, and then Ethical Capital Partners, ECP, a newly formed firm in Ottawa. That was a lot of was that alliteration? Is that what that's called? Is that what that's
Whatever
called?
you're doing right now is not it.
Ethical Capital Partners.
Boom.
They just formed last year and they bought Pornhub.
Yep.
It seems like the main spokesperson is last name Solomon. What's his first name?
Solomon Friedman.
Okay, first name Solomon Friedman. He seems
Sounds
to be
like
the
a
spokesperson.
1930s fisherman, bro. Like,
Solomon Friedman?
Solomon Friedman looks like, yeah.
Sounds like my lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
He is a lawyer. He's a criminal lawyer. And he seems to be like the main spokesperson for it. It's a big risk because, you know, Pornhub's got a lot of shit going on with just their ethics. So nice to see that Ethical Capital Partners is buying it out. But yeah, he's talked about like transparency because MindGeek would never talk about anything, even when there was like stuff in the news about, you know, Pornhub having, you know, videos of like child molestation on there, or like rape videos and stuff like that.
No one
Like, they
wants
would just
that.
never talk about it.
Yeah.
He says they're trying to do the opposite, and it starts with ownership. So he's super transparent about everything. And so that's why we feel like we'd be able to talk to him. We're going to work on that. We're going to try and get him on the show for a bit. Because, I mean, Solomon, if you're a man of your word, transparency, we got some questions. Because I'm really interested. There was one thing he said in here.
I want to see your see your search history. Yeah, Solomon, that's a good place to start. Tweet it. Tweet your search history.
Dude, you should have waited till we interviewed him. Because now he's going to come prepared with like a clean,
we'll cut
just
this.
straight missionary search history.
Yeah.
Just a good man, you know?
Naked boobs.
You know what
naked
just
boobs, boys kissing girls.
maybe a lesbian video. It's
Yeah.
going to be my grade 6 search history.
Boy on
there.
top of girl video. Like, just,
Yeah. If we got him on the spot, who knows what's on there, bro?
exactly. Then I would have
He's binging all that shit that's about to get deleted,
blown
man.
the top right off this thing, dude. He said like like all videos will like probably go like he said that one human person will
At least
one human person will watch each video before it's uploaded.
Yeah.
And right now it's him taking on all of the
I should mention. Sorry.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
should mention that was what you said about human moderators. That was a statement that MindGeek had previously issued.
Oh.
So I don't know if they have like a way of proving that or ramping that up. Or
Oh,
whatever, but
MindGeek had one human per video.
That's what they have said in response to some of the problems they were having. But again, not very
just
transparent.
chimpanzees. They're like, they'll be human at some point in the evolutionary chain.
Because I would like to know like what constitutes like what human. Like what skills do you need on your resume to be
right?
What would you even call that position? You know, what would you call that?
Quality control, I guess.
Yeah.
That's probably the official.
It's a big burden to carry because some people are into weird shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like some people are into like.
Yeah.
I met someone recently. Oh no, I can't. I don't know. But I met someone recently who's like into like rape fetish. So it's like people are actually into that. So you can't. So if someone's watching that and they're like, "Yo, like I need that video out there," I actually get off to that, and then some guy has to okay that. You know what I mean? It is a very fine line. You know, it's a very fine.
I feel
line.
like you
because you can't fetish.
No
shame.
man. I feel like you just put like a head, like like how like some offices have like head of departments. I feel like that's kind of what you do. Like, all right, you're the head of like international categories. You know what I mean? Takes care of all the Europeans, the Brazilians, the German categories.
Oh, me
right?
fuck guy.
Yeah.
What? Who said that? Said that.
So who's taking the Brazilian fart porn?
Brazilian cake
That's
fart
still-
porn?
is that still- is that on the table?
Is that open? Is there availability for that? I could do weekends and weeknights.
Not between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. on Tuesdays, though.
But what I'm really interested in, what I want to talk to him about, if we have the opportunity to talk to him, is I forget the direct quote, so this is just me paraphrasing. I don't know if Coleman's able to pull it up. If not, it's okay. It's just he said something about their security methods that they're going to implement to make sure that it's safe porn on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only I'm going to use the word transcend. He did not use this word. I just can't think of another word. But
Elevate.
Elevate not only security measures for porn, but just the internet as a whole. This can like make the internet just a safer place with whatever. I don't know what it is. If it's an app, if it's like some sort of finger scan. I don't know what it is, but he thinks it's going to help the internet as a whole. So I think that's huge news that no one's talking about when it comes to this acquisition.
True, like because like honestly, like click the boxes with traffic lights in it. It's just not
ain't gonna
content
do it,
anymore.
man.
Drag the puzzle piece into the missing spot. Like those are such
because there's stories of like this mom who's freaking out because what?
Just finish what you're saying. Just freaking out.
Rightfully so.
Yeah,
this mom who was very upset, rightfully so, because a video got uploaded of her son getting molested.
Yeah.
So that guy is definitely capable of clicking on school buses or red traffic lights or which pictures have mountains.
Maybe
so
switch it up from traffic-based things. You know what I mean? Sidewalks, traffic lights.
So I'm interested to
buses.
see like what the security, system will be. I'm thinking it's an app.
You should like you should like change those pictures to be like choose every painting that's a Michelangelo. You know what I mean? You have like 9 just Renaissance staged photos. And
That's the most pedophilic shit ever,
Is
bro.
it? Is liking like Renaissance age art pedophilic?
Bro, I saw
You
a
ever seen the
statue.
Sistine Chapel, bro? It's just baby dicks.
It is a lot of baby. I actually haven't. I actually, when I was there, I was like, yeah, this is a lot of baby dicks. Yeah.
I get what you mean, because you want people that have some sort of intelligence.
Culture, you know what I
But
mean?
like, what kind of, you know what I mean? Like, ancient art is a lot of 14-year-old boys, and that's the oldest of the bunch. Like, it's a lot of weird shit going on.
Okay, fair. So
know?
what do you think? Like, what's
I was just in Boston. There's a statue in the park of 2 baby boys' butts touching each other and they're laying on top of each other. I was like, who
commissioned that?
Ooh,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand doing anything for $1, but who's the one who had the dollars to be like, you know what?
Weird.
Make it so their butts are touching.
Weird. You know? And they're like laying on. I wish I took a picture of it, but yeah. Weird.
You got your third one in there? It's like those pictures you used to take in elementary school with like your feet in the stars.
Well, I say I wish I took a picture of it solely for the podcast, because there were people taking pictures of it, and I'm like, you need okay, is there a Freemason around seeing this that's gonna act on it? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is some weird shit. Like, why are you taking a photo of that? Like, what?
Just search it up online, man. Why do people take pictures at museums? It doesn't make any sense, dude.
We'll move on, but in the background, can you quickly search child butt statue Boston Commons?
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna wrap this up because I'm hoping to have him on the show. We can actually dive into it. But, anything you gotta? I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, a lot of research getting done on this one. That's for sure. Any butt statues? No. Wasn't
that one's not good. That's not good.
I didn't see that one. Ah, damn.
I promise, I did not see that one.
Really? They don't have it, eh?
It's
I
actually just a
shit?
figment of your
seeing
fucking imagination.
Is that what I wanted to see? Is something wrong with me? Scott Hansen pursued Chris Hansen pursued and Scott Hansen. 7 hours of uninterrupted fucking, what's that show called?
Red Zone?
No, Chris Hansen.
To Catch a Predator.
Catch a Predator. Scott Hansen did To Catch a Predator. Red Zone.
Actually, you said that, and I like kind of just closed my eyes for a second and just thought about like Sunday, bro. Fucking, you're 12:30. You're booting up the
Red Zone,
dude.
Just watching that countdown.
Oh, bro.
Dude, I get more goosebumps when I see the Red Zone countdown than New Year's Eve countdown.
4, 3, the Octo Box.
Because New Year's nothing happens. I never have anyone to kiss, so I'm just sitting there. Like, all right,
Parents are divorced, so Christmas is a whole thing. You know, not 8, so Easter sucks.
All right, let's get into Backpage News, man. We find some very obscure stories going on in the world. We dug, dude. We found some interesting stuff. We're going to kick it off with one that's been fairly mainstream, and then we're going to get into the really offbeat kind of stuff. This one I've seen on a couple other platforms. We're still going to talk about it. John, you want to read it?
Yeah, sure, Racco.
You got it, man.
Thanks, dude. Serious.
I'm like that teacher that's like, John, you want to read the next paragraph? Fuck, where are we? That's literally you right now.
Dude,
Where are we right now?
Puts his phone down and from inside the book. Yeah.
Take it away, Johnny boy.
Serial sperm donor who fathered 550 children sued for increasing incest risk.
So he's been donating.
He has been spreading that seed.
Yeah, that probably makes that saying makes the most sense for this context.
Oh, dude. Spreading seed.
Coleman, can you give us this
like
stat?
he was fertilizing a field.
So 550 children is what he's responsible for.
Right.
How big is the population though in the Netherlands? This is where this happened.
So he's alleged to have done his deed in multiple countries. So he's only looking at 102 in the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. So I looked this up.
What's the population of Netherlands?
17.53 million.
Oh, dude.
So per kid that's this guy's, you have 171,862 and 3/4 people who are not this kid.
So how are they claiming incest? Like how are they like? I guess like technically the odds have gone up.
Yeah,
but the article everyone's outraged. So I'm like, okay, I must be missing something. But I don't know if I still am or if everyone's kind of freaking out too much. Because dude, like Italians should just be thrown in jail if this is the case. Like we have people everywhere.
Nova Scotia like should only have 1 eye and 3 teeth, bro. If like this is the case.
Well, I looked up to your point. I looked up a comparable stat. In Iceland, they have like an app to make sure that you're not committing incest.
Interesting.
Because it's a very small, or this population of the entire island is very small. There's like 300,000 people, 350,000 people, and your odds are only 1 in 1,000 to sleep with somebody that you're like your first or second cousin with.
Right.
So this is 1 in 171,862 and
like,
3/4.
come on. I mean, and I guess the argument is like they're probably all going to be around the same age in the same city or same country. So when they come up to be that time to start experimenting with other people, they're all going to be around that same.
Yeah, like if
but
you,
that's
if
on
you
the
have,
person.
If you have 100 people going to one sperm bank and being like, you know, taking like there's 100 samples of this guy's jizz. That's gross, Coleman. there's 100 samples, you know, taken from this one sperm bank. Like, chances are, like, the scattered population is going to be pretty like, you know what I mean? Like, those the radius of people is probably pretty small to that sperm bank that people took 100. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so, like, yeah.
You think people don't leave their local sperm bank?
I feel like you don't travel that far to like if you're like if you Google like sperm banks near me, right? And there's one a kilometer away or 10 kilometers away.
It's a
and
kilometer
the one
away.
that's a kilometer away. The one that's a kilometer away has like 3.5 stars, and the one that's like 10 kilometers away is like 4 stars. You're like, really? What else? Like, am I gonna go the extra like distance?
He's now on a Dutch donation blacklist.
Yeah, dude.
He hit up all of the sperm banks in the Netherlands, and they were like, "Listen, man, you got like 100 kills already.
Yeah,
you need to relax."
It's reverse of kills, bro. Like 100, like reverse, like like you,
100 unkills.
Unkills, I guess. Yeah.
He's kind of providing a public service,
dude. And like now
we have a population issue right now.
All of his like samples that are in lockup have to be destroyed now. Like they're gonna have a fire. They're gonna have a fire in the middle of the city, and then just throw them on like
all the
books
vials
back in the day.
They're gonna destroy
Fahrenheit 451. That's what it's gonna be like.
I wonder how much money this guy's made off of this. Because I mean, if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Right.
And it's 40 euros for every vial of jizz.
I was actually.
This would be 550 vials. So 550 times 40 is.
Well, it's 40 euros in the Netherlands, and he only has 102 kids from the Netherlands, so we'd have to look up the other jurisdictions. Because now he's in Kenya doing his thing under a pseudonym.
He has 100 in Netherlands?
102 in the Netherlands.
I don't find it weird that they're
so
like,
he made 4,000 euros in the Netherlands alone just from spanking.
That's sick.
That's crazy.
If he was doing that in the States, he would have made bank.
Yeah.
Like 5 figures.
But like, it's more weird to me that like, you know, it's not weird to me. They're like, yo, Dirk. I don't know. That seems like a good name for a Dutch guy. Hans. Nah. What's his name?
Jonathan or something?
Fuck. God damn it. So Dirk.
Actually, his name is literally Jonathan Jacob. I'm not even
lying. Fucking nice. Yo,
this is
Jonathan Jacob. It's Jonathan Jacob. Anyways, I think it's more weird that they're like. I think it's like. It's not weird that they're like, yo, dude, like, just stop. Like, you've done too much. And, like, I think it's more weird that he's like, I will never stop. I'm never going to stop coming, man. Like, that.
He said that.
I know, but that's essentially what he's doing, dude. Like, they're like, stop. He's like, I'm going to fucking Kenya then.
Yeah.
Taking my talents to South Beach.
Changed his name.
He just, like, I feel like he's like,
yeah,
I'm not going to be that guy that's lazy and just cashes in EI checks with no job. I'm going to just actually do something, put some work in.
Yeah. I was actually with my friend one time when he had to tell the girl that he was talking to that they were cousins. Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
That feels like
so it was me
a situation you don't want a third wheel. What happened?
It was me and my friend, and then we were like with these two girls, and we were in high school. It was like 11th grade, and we were at McDonald's.
Wait, hold up. Had they done it?
No.
Okay.
No, they were wheeling.
They were wheeling. Did they smooch?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it wasn't even like
very preliminary wheeling, but like he had been like had a crush on her for a very long time. You know, he had gone through the kick phase. You know what I mean? Like they're texting at this point, bro. Like they have a snap streak of over 50.
So how did he find out?
I actually think that no, maybe not. They had an insane snap streak though, I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
that means something, dude.
Back in the day, for sure.
That's intent.
And I think they kept it after they found out that they were cousins, which is hilarious too. But anyways,
that's how you make it not weird.
Yeah, exactly.
We just keep in touch.
Yeah.
We're just super tight.
Anyways, yeah. So we're about to he's coming. I'm picking him up, and he's like telling his dad, he's like, yeah, I'm going to McDonald's with like John and these people like actually could still list. So I'm gonna use their names. And he says the last name of the person. Let's say Smith. It's not Smith, but he's like, I'm going with like Jane Smith. It's not her name, but he's like Jane Smith, and his dad's like, oh, we're cousins with some of those Smiths, and it's a very much more niche name. So like they kind of, he's like, yeah, his dad was like very sure that like their grandmothers were like cousins to some degree, and he had to just be like, listen, like.
That's insane.
It was like probably like 8 cousins, but like still, he was like, we were at McDonald's. I'm like 3 bites into a junior chicken, and I'm just high, and he's like, so I found out we were cousins.
What did she do?
I spit take the junior chicken, bro. Like no joke. Because we always make the jokes, bro. There was a huge. You're
from that part of the country.
There's a huge incestuous clan called the Goalers. People like, if you call someone a Goaler, it's like fighting words, bro. There, so like it's jokes. So like people are kind of sensitive about being called incest because it's a proper roast.
Yeah, you guys are like the Alabama of the North.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So wait, what was her reaction?
We all laughed it off, but like
it was like nervous laughter, like
it was like I had genuine laughter. My vision was clouded by the tears that started to roll down my face.
Paint me a picture. What was her face like?
She was like kind of like.
Did she turn red?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They both did, bro. Oh. Like it was crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
He like took his hand off of her. No, I'm playing. Can you imagine though?
Her hand came up from under the table like, yo, that's crazy.
And that's why we can't do this. Stands up, pant does crazy. Dude. Crazy.
I had an experience once with just a guy. I was really close friends with this. I was friends with this guy.
Curious.
I was friends with this guy, and then I went to his house to hang out. And then my dad came and picked us up, and then his mom answered the door, and they're like, "Oh, Gugine," and then they're like, "What?" I thought they're just fucking around like Italians do. And he's like, "No, this is your 4th cousin." And I was like, "Oh, that kind of ruins the friendship.
Yeah.
I don't like you as much
this
anymore."
Guy at fucking summer camp. This sucks, dude.
Yeah.
That's
now I feel like an obligation to like keep this relationship going. Like I haven't talked to him since.
We have to invite him to family get together.
Yeah.
Next story.
Yeah. Crazy. Wait, what was there anything else about this though that we should say that's kind of factual?
Just weird. Weird for sure that we were like so he fathered at least 102 children through 10 different clinics in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And the Dutch were like, "Listen, man, you gotta cut it out." And he was like, "Fuck you, I'm going to the Ukraine." Now he's in Kenya. He's proactively approaching parents like online who are like people like posting in Facebook groups like how to get pregnant if infertile or whatever. And Buddy's like, "I got some cum for you." Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Got a shoehorn? Got some shoehorns, Vaseline?
Stop.
He must have a
Got
system.
a turkey baster there? Oh, that's gross. That's gross, right?
I wonder if he just likes the thought of creating life, or if he just really likes jerking off.
I bet you they go hand in hand together. You know what I mean? That was awesome, man. I told you this is gonna be a good episode, dude. Next story.
I feel like I had something else I want to say about that. If I remember, I'll bring it up.
Put
later.
a pin in it.
Yeah. Next headline we got reads.
Amsterdam launches stay away ad campaign targeting young British men. They're sick and tired. The city that legalized prostitution is sick and tired of able young men coming and having sex with their prostitutes.
Yeah, they're doing a whole revamp. Like last story we're talking about, they're like, you can't keep jizzing all over the place and donating it. And now they're like, okay, never mind on this whole partying thing. That's kind of what you're known for.
You guys put weed You guys were the first place with like legal weed. Like you can't start going back on this.
I think they're cool with that though. Like whoever it was,
they get down with the green.
Yeah, they're like, we want to be known for like our museums and our coffee shops and all that kind of stuff.
Get down with the green, don't get down with the peen, man. I get it.
But this ad is telling specifically 18 to 35-year-old British men from the UK to not come to Amsterdam, and the online ads are targeted to search terms like stag party, cheap hotel, and pub crawl Amsterdam.
Isn't Feeks in Amsterdam right now,
He
staying
is.
at a
My
cheap
roommate's in
hotel,
Amsterdam, yeah.
doing pub crawls?
So I looked up just to see what would happen.
Right.
I'm not a 18 to 35-year-old male in the UK, so I didn't get the ad.
Mm-hmm.
The ad, we'll throw it up, though. The ad's just like a classic government ad of like, don't do drugs. Yeah. And it's just like a guy
Arrive
getting
alive,
tossed.
stay sober.
Yeah, yeah.
I stole a movie once.
But I typed in pub crawl Amsterdam, and it's like, I'm just picturing the ad pop up. I have different ads, so I'm picturing that ad substitutes this other ad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you scroll down slightly, and then the links are just Ultimate Party Amsterdam, Ultimate Party Pub Crawl 2023, what to know, Best Amsterdam Pub Crawls and Bar Tours, like Ultimate Party, like wildest night in town. Like what?
Sound the alarm, because I think I have a conspiracy here. I think it's the Dutch government being like, hey, let's use a little reverse psychology on these 18 to 35. Because think of how much money,
You don't want to party here.
No, why would you? We have legal weed and prostitution.
Yeah, I see
You
what you're
can
saying.
walk down the street and drink beers openly. The birthplace of Heineken. Why would you want to visit? Yeah, like dude, come on. And then they're just like, and you'd like show the video of like the guy, he's getting locked up in jail, and he's it's essentially just like partied in Amsterdam once, and it's like guy behind bars, and like that couldn't be me. I'm way smarter.
It's like when your parents
smart.
are like, I had a friend that smoked weed once, and what happened to him?
Yeah, jumped off a cliff. Thought he could fly.
It is crazy. I've never been to the red light district, but I've heard from friends that have gone that if you pull your phone out, they grab it from you and they chuck it in the river.
Yeah,
and like that's getting luck. That's them saying it nicely.
Dude,
like some people get beat the like fuck up.
Crime's like at an all time, like crime in Holland or just barely exists.
Yeah,
like the police. There's a Jim Jeffries show. He does like a thing where he goes to Holland or Amsterdam and it just does like a like ride along with the police. And he's like, it's literally, he was like, this is the most anticlimactic thing I've ever done. The police are like taking photos with people,
like drunk people, like,
and
smoking weed,
and drinking on the streets. Like they just like kind of leaned into it. Now it's just kind of like stupid. Like I just, they're like, you can't pee in the streets, and then there's just like 8 people outside the bar. Like, how are we doing it right now? You know what I mean?
I mean, like, how can you like deter people from coming to Amsterdam when you have that red light district and a flight there from Britain is 50 pounds? Like,
Yeah, dude. Like it's
like,
just like, and like I can't imagine that you're like I bet you there's like a large chunk of their tourism comes from party seeking people, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like you know what I mean? Like you're not going to Thailand. You're
definitely
not sleeping with a lady boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you got it. Like you're when in Rome.
When in Rome, right?
Yeah. Like you're not living. I think it's like because you are attracting people that it's cheap as fuck to fly there if you live in Europe.
Right.
The red light district is you just have women in like the windows and you're literally window shopping. You walk in, do whatever you want. It's kind of just like, how can you say
you've built it there, bro? Like
it's like
Vegas being like, if you have a gambling addiction, don't come here. But like, why? They're gonna give you so much money in these casinos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just doesn't quite make sense. Don't be the party capital of like
a continent.
Yeah, exactly. And then just be like, but don't party here.
Yeah, I'm not traveling across the world to see a fucking museum.
Yeah. I don't care that much about tulips. Wooden shoes, uncomfy as fuck. Have you seen our windmills? They're way more impressive than your bullshit windmills.
I can look up photos on Google. Bro.
Yeah. You guys got taken over by the Germans, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't forget that.
We're weak,
whenever we have a
weak,
chance to make that known. Yeah.
If you got taken over by the Germans, you deserve to have that thrown in your face.
Yeah.
I'm a quarter Dutch too. Like I'm telling you.
Oh man, Cole, looks like you have something you want to say over there. No. Okay.
You got the German thing out of there. That's all I was gonna say.
I was just gonna bring it back to Nazis.
Yeah. How they just didn't stand a chance against them,
Yeah, interesting.
Could you just go to my notes on this story, Coleman? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Maybe. Oh yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't forget anything. I'm fucking.
It just says.
I am on it, man.
One of them just says.
Don't tell them what it says.
No, fuck you. One of them
Don't
just
tell
says.
them what it says.
Can't do
I already
stuff.
did the joke and it hit. So don't tell them what I said. It worked. It worked.
You fooled me, bro. I thought that was
Exactly.
natural,
No,
man. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
you
dude.
sold out,
Fuck
bro.
you guys. No, fucking.
You telling me that was scripted? That came out so naturally, bro.
I know, man.
Fucking Hollywood,
God
bro.
damn it,
what
Coleman.
a dick, dude. You take the boy out of Nova Scotia for 2 seconds,
Yeah.
turns into this, bro. Wow. Next headline, man. I can't even look at you, man. Can't do stuff. How am I doing it right now? That was pre-planned, you dick. You dick. Come on, that seems so conversational, man. Fuck you. Colin pulls up my notes. It's just me reacting to his.
Roast John for his point. If the joke doesn't hit, roast.
You left Nova Scotia for 2 seconds and now you've gone Hollywood. Fuck you.
Seems true.
All right, next headline. We got reads.
News anchor taken off the air for quoting Snoop Dogg during a live broadcast. She said the N-word.
Without saying the N-word.
Without saying the N-word.
Yeah.
The N-word that all white people were kind of ambiguous on whether or not they could still say it.
So she said, "For Shizzle my Wizzle"
Yeah.
is the white version of it.
Yeah.
This is crazy because I actually didn't know you weren't allowed to say this until her, so she's kind of a martyr.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone had to fall.
I've actually been asking this question for the past like month or two. Being like, hey, so can I? You know what I mean? I just say it like I say the saying sometimes, but always like in my own car, like behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Not out in public because I don't know, gray area.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because
I didn't know.
You asked me and I said no. Like, I just want to make that clear.
You said no about saying it like around people. That's why I keep it at home, man.
Because Eminem says
sure.
it, right?
Eminem says it.
So we pulled.
so we thought.
Pull up Genius till I collapse.
Till I class, I can. It's
I can recite it.
It's, yeah. It's, Fo shizzle my whizzle. You bizzles forgot. Slizzle does not give a fuck.
Till
To the roof calls on. To the last.
Monetized. Copyright.
We're done.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually thought he said it, so that's why I thought it was okay for me to say it. I don't say it a lot, but like I've definitely said it.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And then it actually says "For shizzle my Wizzle"
Yeah.
is what he says. It doesn't sound like that though, dude. If you go listen to the song quickly, it sounds like he says the other way. So thank you, because now I know.
Yeah.
Miss Bassett.
Yeah. Don't put a hard izzle on your ends, guys. Don't put the hard izzle.
Or
on.
just add a hard W in front of it. Like hard W. Don't, no gray area.
Yeah.
Whizzle,
Yeah.
you know?
Take it like W comma izzle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Izzle. Like.
But Charlemagne spoke out on this and he's like, she shouldn't have lost her job. It's just like, what did he say? What was his quote? I don't think she should have been fired for that. She might have not even known what means, yo. Come on, like stop. That's not a reason to fire that woman.
They said you said
He
they
looks very old too.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I
kind of
mean.
this is kind of bullying.
It seems like almost like it seems like, you know, even if she said it, you're like, wow, like you're really with the times. Like as if you can quote a 2002 Snoop Dogg song. Like that's very good for you, Gladys.
Well, like you said, she's very old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, old.
Basically a dinosaur, man.
She's old.
About to turn into
So I feel
oil.
like she's trying to stay hip. You know, she's like, man, these young kids are coming from my anchor position. I got to show them that I could keep up by reciting the 2000 Snoop Dogg song.
Exactly.
And then she drops that, and then it's just like,
what are the kids saying these days? You know what I mean?
these days?
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, like what?
Bruh.
Yeah.
And then she gets fired. Like, come on, fam. I like the idea of like, I think you said she got sent to like sensitivity training.
She did. So she's in training now.
Yeah.
She continued, I will learn from this and participate in training so I can better understand our history and our people.
Yeah.
I can't mend the hurt comment. I can't mend the hurt my comment caused. I pray you'll forgive me and that you'll extend grace through this awful mistake.
You're like, that's it. I accept your apology. I mean, I'm not really the one in the position to accept it, but like, I don't even think you needed to give it in the first place. Like, but the idea of sensitivity training, like, what does that look like? Like, do they send her down like the handshake line and like she just has to do this for each person? She gets so black person, she goes up for it, dude. But Carol, no, you shake everyone. Come on. It's like drag and drop games of like different ethnicities, with, like stereotype things. And
pull your pants up, Carol.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Oh God.
Put your hat on straight. She comes up to work with just a chain with a clock on it, dude, like Flame of Flame. Just cornrows, dude, just embraces.
Wears a fat puffer coat. Like, Carol, it's like, what? The Pope did it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
She's yeah, dude. And like, that's what I mean. It's not like she was like, she like said it and they're like, oh my God, Carol. And she's like, it wasn't she was like, what? Like,
it's a quote.
Yeah,
it's a quote.
Free slime for real, you know? Like,
yo, can you pull up the video?
Slat.
If you can find. Because it was awkward after she said it.
Yeah.
In the video, just copy and paste the headline into YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Because I saw it on Twitter and like there's just someone screenshotted it and close up onto the guy's face that was sitting to her right, I think, and his face was just kind of like, oh, you're not supposed to say that.
I can just see her saying it, and like, you know,
this guy on the right, that's his face. He's like, ooh, and she's laughing like, what?
Yeah, I did it. Huh?
I did it.
Yeah, you see that? I googled that.
Yeah, then the old white.
The white guy next to her just looks so happy.
I don't know. Can we laugh at that?
Drop it like it's hot, right, Carol? We're the pimps in the crib, Ma. Drop it like it's hot. Back to you in the field, Dan.
Just throws it back. Jesus fucking.
It reminds me, like, there's an interview 2 Chainz does where that's like a very white news anchor and it's talking about like the legalization of weed or something. How like he's like big advocate for it, and
did you say 2 Chainz or Tupac?
Yeah, 2 Chainz, okay. 2 Chainz, and like there's like a white anchor, and she's like, "Is this one of your lyrics? Smoking California weed with California hoes?" And he's like, "True." That's fucking hilarious. Smoking California weed.
Oh man, I like to picture that this was the guy on the teleprompter is like an aspiring journalist. He's coming for her job, and he just put up for Shizzle my Wizzle on there, and then
racially ambiguous journalist. Like, I'm gonna fuck her.
He just sabotaged her career. Yeah. Like, watch out! Whoever takes her job, let's do a background check. If he was teleprompter guy,
exactly. Nancy Kerrigan equivalent to news. You know what I mean?
Deep cut, dude.
Can you check the notes on this one? I can't remember.
Fuck you, man. What did you have?
No, that's all.
Oh,
good.
Fuck you, man! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That wasn't for a doubt. He said sensitivity training dash handshake lineup and then free slime for real. With the sign language action too beside it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Wow, I thought this was real, man.
Yeah, those chambered.
Wow, dude, you're fucking... Honestly, though, like, as much as I hate it...
This is what you
great
want,
delivery,
bro.
though, man.
Thank
like, you
man.
actually delivered it. It didn't feel scripted.
Thank you, bro.
It didn't feel scripted.
This is like you said, man. We like the stories ahead of time. You get to write a little, right?
Yeah.
Okay, move on.
Tell us what you guys think. Do you like John scripting his jokes beforehand? Let us know. We'll make a poll down below. Spotify users only.
Yeah. Vote on that shit.
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Literally all my material.
Okay, next headline we got. John, take it away.
Experience Regina apologizes after criticism over new slogans sexualizing the city.
So slogans such as "Show us your Regina" and "The city that rhymes with fun" received criticism.
So, it's like, I think "Show us your Regina," like, I think that's funny. Like, you could do like a hashtag "Show us your Regina" and it's like with a Snapchat filter, and it's kind of like, it's a good like sort of tourism aspect to it.
I just think it's a little late.
Yeah, no, facts.
People have made the Regina joke since sliced bread came out.
Lean into it,
you
though.
know?
You know what I mean?
And it was just always kind of that joke that you would say. So to finally lean into it in 2023, it's like,
It's not like, because like, you know, I was trying to think, like, it's not like this, like the slogan I don't think's an issue. Like, show us your vagina. Like, I don't think it's that like suggestive enough to be like,
I don't think, just
you know what I mean?
Show us your vagina.
Show us your
it's
vagina.
not that
Show
big
us
deal.
your vagina. Show us your vagina.
Yeah,
It's not like Black Hawk Village in Iowa was like, made their slogan, show us your Black Hawk. You know what I mean?
Is that a real place?
It is a real place.
Pull up the notes on this. Fuck you.
Yeah, it is.
Black Hawk Village, Iowa. It's
a real place, bro.
Fucking asshole.
It's a real place, bro.
Yeah.
Came with this shit locked and loaded, boy. Come on.
I mean, no, I think it's funny. I don't hate on it. It is like, what was the argument against it, Coleman? You were saying is because they're thinking people in bars are gonna start chanting "Show us your vagina."
Okay, so some people are like, well, you know, if you can't explain to your kid what the slogan of your city means, then it probably shouldn't be the slogan of your city, which I can understand. But also, you can tell a kid what a vagina is. It's fine.
Yeah.
This one woman who I think
I don't know if you can. It depends on the age. Because like when I was first told about vaginas, I just giggled, bro. I just giggled.
I still do sometimes.
Yeah.
So when I hear Regina, I giggle. Like,
like you could tell a kid. They're definitely old enough to know about it, but I don't think they're just gonna laugh at it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not like there's towns called
but it's not like they
know?
did it because it was a serious slogan. They're doing it to be funny. So if your kid laughs at it, then mission accomplished. You know what I mean?
I don't think they like having fun over there.
But like honestly, because I can't name a single landmark in Regina. Can you name one thing in Regina? In Regine?
I don't know. I have a tough time locating stuff in there.
There it is.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Pull up his notes. I want to see where that one was. I think, I think you gotta let it just happen. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's funny. This woman, Cheryl Stadnichuk, is who appears to be a city councilor, posted on Facebook.
I want to express how incredibly disappointed and appalled. Wow, it's a big use of the word appalled. I am with the sexist messaging of the new Experience Regina. Mm-hmm. Do we want men harassing women in bars, chanting "Show us your vagina"? There are so many serious ramifications of these slogans. As a society, we have a responsibility to teach boys and men about consent. These slogans do the opposite.
I want to say, if you have men in your city chanting "Show us your vagina" at women in bars, you have a bigger problem than your tourism.
Yeah, and I feel like she just knows that the type of guys out there are capable of doing that. I don't know. From what I've heard about out west,
I don't think this slogan tilts the scale in either direction on the consent conversation.
Yeah,
I feel like you're already experiencing that problem.
This will happen though. This will happen though. Like if we're fucked up in a bar and we're tourists coming into Regina, and because there's nothing there, the only thing you know about it is the slogan. We're just gonna chant "Show us your Regina" all night because it's funny.
Regina.
Yeah, it will happen, but not anymore because they shut it down.
I created a list of other towns with funny names that I made, and then made slogans for them. Do you guys want to hear them?
No, but yeah.
Okay, so I got Rough and Ready, California. Come for a good time, not a long time. Not my best work. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's a town in Arizona called Why. Slogan, just because.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Dildo, Newfoundland, where you're never alone.
That's good. That's a good one.
This town called Hump Tulips in Washington. Slogan, just be one with nature.
That's pretty good.
And then there's Random Lake, Wisconsin, and the slogan is just like, where the fuck did that lake come from? What the shit?
Yeah.
Those are all.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff, man. I'll give you that. You put pen to paper this episode,
Yeah,
man.
man. You know, I did do that.
Yeah, that's good shit, man.
Thanks, bro.
Good pen.
I think I have one more joke for this.
Don't pull up.
I do.
Pull up.
Oh yeah.
Should we tell him what your note says before you make the joke? Should we switch it up?
No, don't do that because this. I don't even know if I'll use it. I don't know if I should use it to end on the high note there.
You should end on a high because this is definitely a low.
Yeah,
this is
I
low
honestly
hanging
skipped
fruit.
over it earlier because I was like, oh yeah, I have that joke, but
This is. Can I take it? I didn't have many jokes.
Yeah, you can have it, man.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it. What are they gonna do next? Name the CFL team the Regina Vaginas?
Dude, you killed that delivery, man. Holy crap.
No, that was good shit.
I should have done it. I should have taken it. That's gonna hit every time, bro. That's gonna hit, dude.
Oh my god. All right.
It just.
This can't be scripted. There's no way.
Oh, dude. I was gonna frame it like the people at the CFL offices are just gonna be like, well, there goes the team from Regina, and just like throw the expansion team project.
Regina Vaginas.
I think that councilwoman
See,
had a
dude,
point,
that's-
actually. Never mind.
That way.
I think that councilwoman had a point, actually. Never mind. She was right. She was right.
Okay, let's close things up. Let's wrap it up here. Okay. Little soapbox action. Let you guys know what's going on.
Dude, my pants are going
Down to the wire.
progressively higher up this episode. I'm sorry. It's so uncomfortable, bro.
I think we should normalize 7th inning stretches in podcasting.
Honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Like if Joe just got up.
I was watching. Okay, you know what? I was watching Theo Vaughn's show when George Kittle was on,
Mhm.
and like an hour in, Theo Vaughn was like, "I got pee. You mind if I take a little break?" And Kittle was like, "Yeah, dude." And then they took a little break and got back in. Not a big deal. I take a piss during the City Fidelia episode when we're drinking the whole damn episode, and I get ridiculed for it. Fuck you guys. Normalize breaks during podcasts.
Fair. Okay.
We were drinking. This guy was just dry, and he still had to piss. And Kittle was like, "Do it, bro."
Cool.
Yeah.
You can go pee. Do you have to?
Yeah.
We're right at the end. I would have just been like, and that's it. That's it.
So yeah, we talked about the start. The Montreal Kickback was this past weekend. The fellas went out, put on for the brand, saw some jokes, had some giggles. Shout out to any listeners / viewers that are
Shout
tuning
out
in
to
for the
Eva,
first
man.
time.
She put together a great show. Hosted like just perfectly. It was,
Yeah,
it was
man.
really good.
Kept the energy up for like 3 hours and a weed break.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
impressive hosting.
I've seen
The
her.
weed break definitely fucked some of the comedians after though.
They smoked during the weed break too.
Well, no, I think no, like the crowd did, and like the jokes were very sexually based, I think, and everyone like when they came in was kind of just like,
Yeah.
and like there's a lot of sex jokes where I feel people are just like, like
we kind of talked about that with Hassan
yeah,
a couple episodes ago.
we got everyone high, and
Because I've heard comedians say they hate performing in front of high crowds, and he said
it's
the
just
same
like
thing.
you know certain material is gonna hit with a high crowd, and I feel like you know.
It wasn't the material those guys brought.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And like they didn't have like you know like you come with material like you're prepared for that. Like it's just the way the fucking cookie crumbles sometimes.
Well,
but
that's what makes a good comedian a great comedian. Is
being able to
you-
pivot, right?
You have a bunch of material, and then you read the room, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what's gonna work best here?"
It
But,
was all around. It was really well done. It was a great venue. Like it was really cool. It was packed house. Like
Oh, yeah, they
it was-
pack out, man.
Yeah, it was like it was wall to wall packed. Like it was a
Nice.
tiny little spot, but yeah, it
Nice.
was really dope.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to the next one.
Met a cliff diver there.
Sick. We're gonna
Reach out
that
to
guy.
you. We're gonna reach out to you. Reach out to us, man. Come hang
Yeah,
out. Do
I'd
a
love to have that guy
podcast.
on the
Yeah.
show. That'd be sick.
British cliff diver, Red Bull athlete.
Nice, dude. Oh, he's got an accent.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, he's for sure on the show.
Yeah, bro. This guy's not even near Amsterdam, bro. Like, not even close. He couldn't even spit on Amsterdam, dude. There's big red X over his face at the fucking customs, dog.
Yeah, shout out Eva though. Check out that episode we had with her.
Mhm.
That was like probably like what 10 episodes ago now. It was like end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
But no, shout out. I've seen her host before.
Yeah.
And she does a great job with keeping the energy up. Her jokes are funny too as a comedian.
Yeah,
shout out
she
Eva.
killed it.
She killed it. Really
Tech
funny.
guys were fucking had rocks in their head.
Oh, dude.
Do you want to explain this? Are you
Bro.
No,
allowed
I
to?
don't. I can.
That was
I
some
can. I don't
bullshit.
want to. They're like just the tech guys at this venue had like rocks in their head, straight up.
Straight up
Rocks in their head. I during the show, like it was a late show, but at about 12:30, I looked over to the sound booth. One of the tech guys is asleep, and then the other guy's filming him from like 2 feet away, just like. And his buddy's just like. There. I'm like,
Because our former sponsorship was
bro.
Doobies. We handed out joints.
Yeah.
Did they partake?
they had joints.
They had their own.
They had their own.
They had their
own.
but
Okay.
They definitely packed themselves some indica because they were not thinking like they had smoked sativa, man.
Yeah.
These guys were fucking like golden retrievers, dude.
You hate golden retrievers.
I love golden retrievers.
I've only heard you roast golden retrievers.
yeah, they're
though.
done. I've owned them.
Well,
my
if
whole
you're a
life.
person with the personality
Yeah.
of a
Golden retriever.
I think
but
you
like a
deserve to be
depressed
roasted.
golden retriever, like a 14-year-old golden retriever that can't make it up the stairs no more.
Mm.
They weren't old, but that's just what they reminded me of. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. Last week Biden was in town. Dan and I went to check it out. We filmed some stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but it was kind of cool, man. It was like we were talking to this guy who like that's his hobby is like listening in on like air traffic control. He's like an airplane
scanners.
spotter.
Yeah,
He's an
police
airplane
scanners.
spotter, and he's seen every president since Ford.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's seen every president since Ford come to Canada. And then he was telling me that this was like the weakest turnout because he was like the last Trump didn't come, but Obama came, and he said that one was packed. The people were down on the road. It's always the same spot. It's a hotel by the airport, right across the UI centers where you always hang out. But yeah, we found that out the hard way because we thought we had to do some investigative journalism because we found out through like people we know who know people in the police. I don't want to say names, but we found out where certain spots would be. So we literally were like
Jeff.
undercover. So we were like undercover and like we followed certain things and we were like at the back of it at one point. And then we found out, we can just go to this spot and get a better viewpoint. But it was still pretty cool though. Just some like investigative, unnecessary investigative journalism.
What's that Nissan Rogue doing amongst all those Suburbans? Why is that Secret Service officer wearing a Red Blacks jacket? That doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, it was funny that
Why does that Secret Service? Never mind. I was just gonna go.
pull up the note.
I was
just
I was gonna use Coleman's recently divorced joke. I just
But yeah, he was just saying that there was like a shit turnout for Biden, and there weren't many people there. And I just thought that's sad because Biden ended up driving by a huge convoy of cars.
Oh yeah.
Like at least a couple hundred.
Yeah, it's
Like it
insane.
was actually insane. And they're zooming too. Like they're in a rush, it seems like they're zooming. And it was cool. Dan caught it on camera because you have to locate which limo he's in. So he caught it. And then you see Biden, he just like gives like a little wave out the window. I feel like part of him had his ego hit a bit when he was like, fuck. Obama had a bigger turnout, you know?
He probably not. He's probably like, man, Toronto's gotten smaller.
It was pretty cool though. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt it would
It
have
was
been.
pretty cool. Yeah, because
Like least cool president to go see though.
yeah, especially after talking to that guy who's seen everyone since Ford.
Yeah, dude.
And he was cool to talk to. He actually knew a lot.
I'd love to go to like a president, like one of those processions, but I feel like it would have been like parades like that would have been cooler in the 60s. Like I bet you.
And then
I was gonna say, I bet you that-
the
I bet
tops
you
of
that-
the car off.
I bet you
before
that
then.
JFK like parade was unreal up until the incident. You know,
yeah, that's probably a great time.
bet you,
up
dude.
until
like what was that like 63? Nothing to do but just go outside and watch shit happen.
yeah, that's true. Eh?
Right, dude? Like, the president's in town? What?
Yeah.
I'm going to be telling my kids for 10 years about it.
Yeah,
Longer than that now.
Lifetime.
yeah.
A lifetime.
Fuck, that's crazy. Other than that, Zeller's reopened. We thought there'd be a story there, and then we pulled up to like they had a pop-up diner going from 11 till 5 p.m. And I thought we were running pretty late. We got there at 3. And they're like, yeah, we've had issues getting the stuff going. Come back a little later. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, you've taken you have just 2 hours left. I'm not gonna wait around for you guys to get the grill fired up
So you
finally
get
to
a
eat some shitty.
$6 chicken fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
made from fucking rabbit meat. Actually, that'd be good.
that would be.
That would be good.
That
yeah.
would be delicious.
But yeah, some other shit.
The worst meat.
Yeah, fucking human meat. That's good too.
The shitty parts of the humans, like the man nipples and the toenails.
All right, we'll end you on that with that taste in your mouth. Just suck on that for a little bit.
Suck on that man nipple. Sorry, I don't know. Just cut the cans. Like, follow, subscribe. This last 30 seconds is not a reflection of all the greatness that happened before. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I didn't write this stuff out.
Note says, "Suck on those man nipples."